What up, everybody? I'm Matt Field, and you are currently standing in the middle of my teardown. Decided it's time. Gonna do it. YouTube for me, I guess. So, obviously, you can see I'm in the middle of teardown. The engine's out, the gearbox is out, the diff is out. They're all away, getting rebuilt and freshened up, and I'm doing stuff like cleaning, organizing, figuring out what's broken, what's bent, and fixing it, repairing it. So I figured, you know what, we might as well just start right here. We just got back from Winter Jam, so I've been busting ass getting my black C6 ready and my C5 ready. Kind of been neglecting this, so figure I'm gonna start, gonna go for it, see how it goes, and actually start the rebuild. Just gonna do stuff like remove the seats and vacuum out the interior, and there's a bunch of rubber still in here, so I haven't really done all that much other than removing the drivetrain. You can see some of it is just like stacked away over here. Shop is still in a little bit of disarray from the thrash, but yeah, there's some parts. There's my motorcycle that I never ride. There's the pit box, and here is my competition car. So I figure, you know what? No better time than now. Let's get this started. I'm just going to film stuff that I'm doing, explain to you guys, throw it up on YouTube. It's going to be unedited. It's not going to be anything spectacular. If you followed and watched my build series on Donut, it's not going to be like that because I'm going to be doing the editing, or maybe like a friend or somebody, and we're not going to do as good a job as Donut, but that's okay because this is just for information and for you guys to follow along on the build process a little bit and go from there. So show you guys some stuff of what's currently going on. ECU is out, some of the wiring is all taken down. We're going to be redoing an engine harness. Going to be redoing some of the stuffs in here since I'm changing the gearbox. I'm putting RTS's XD6 in here, so going to need to be changing some of the shifter mounting and location there. Might be doing some stuff changing in the engine bay, not a whole lot, honestly. As far as back here is concerned, all this really has been pretty solid. Like, it's worked out magnificently. There's stuff like the fuel pump and the fuel filter, like that stuff needs to get rebuilt. The radiator needs to get cleaned out. There's just a bunch of stuff since it draws air from the bottom of the car. You can see, like, that's where the radiator draws air from. So there's a ton of just stuff and debris on it, so I got to clean that out. All the suspension I'm really happy with, so there's not going to be a whole lot of changes there. If anything, we'll just start ending up getting like the coated Part Shop Max pieces, because all this were the development pieces. Got some repair to do on this. This is all blown out a little bit. Yeah, just going to start going. Hope you guys enjoy. I'm going to pull the roof off to make it easier. Might as well. I'm going to be in here a lot before driving. So this is a carbon roof, so it just bolts on. So I made a couple of brackets, so just go for it. And here, where are you? Yeah. So light. I really don't like this about this car, but I'm gonna pull the seats, and the reason why it's such a pain in the ass is because that seat bolt back there, these, yeah, no problem, but because I moved everything back, like the pedals are moved back, you can notice how long the steering column is, like where you see where I'm actually sitting is really far back in the car. Those seat bolts are a nightmare, and to be honest, usually I'm not even the one to do it. I make my guy Rye do it because I absolutely hate it, but he's not here. We even have this special wrench for removing the seat. So this is gonna be boring and terrible, and I'm probably gonna bust my knuckles. So I'm just gonna put some driving footage from Winter Jam in right here while I do this. So enjoy.
slow?
No, it was good. It was good. No, it was great because I was marking angle with you, just fucking sitting there.
And I dipped like edge, like.
Yeah, never gets any easier. Nightmare, but necessary. Car is disgusting. Look at all that rubber buildup. Literally, like, yeah, it's a seatbelt, but look, all that rubber. Time to clean. Yeah, gotta do it. I've actually been thinking about, is it worth it or smart to make removing those seats easier? Haven't had to yet, but you know, there is some stuff back here. Some electronics, the bulkhead for the water, and some stuff back here, so might be smart to make the seats easier to come in and out. I was already starting to kind of struggle with it on the driver's side, and instead of taking it off from the base, try to take it off here, but I'd have to drill a hole in the trans tunnel, so maybe I'll do it, maybe I won't. We'll see. Gonna take the back of the car off. Haven't done much today. Cut the night early last night too. So I got Santino over here. I'm gonna make him vacuum out the inside of the car since I didn't want to do it. If I was smart, I would have waited and let him take the seats out too, but I didn't want to punish him too bad. So he's gonna grab the vacuum. I'm gonna start taking off the back of the car, take the fan shroud off, all that stuff, and then take it outside and pressure wash it because it's gross.
We're doing it.
This thing is dirty as hell. Look at this. That's what drifting does. There's probably like cakes in here. Yeah. Oh, yeah. So I'm gonna pull this. You can see this is the air run out. So radiator here laying flat. This is the fan shroud. These are two Spall brushless electric fans, and then the fans blow the hot air through the run out, and then the hot air comes out through the back of the bumper here. So you can see the fans in there, but like I was saying, because it sucks air off the bottom of the car, which maybe not the best, but it's not horrible, the radiator just gets dirty. So we're gonna pull all that off and I'll show you guys how dirty the radiator actually is. Look at that. This is my fuel filler. I'll show you guys that too. Pretty cool. Fuel safe. It's a dry brake, so the can actually just pushes on here, and then that goes to the fuel filler, and the fuel filler neck runs like across the car into the fuel tank that's on the other side. So I usually cap this up when I'm all said and done. Look at this in here. Oh yeah. All right. Carbon fan shroud. Comes off here with a couple of zip ties. So I made this little bracket and zip tie it so that if it ever does get in a crash and like smash the rear bumper and rip this off, which it has, then it doesn't damage the fan shroud. It just has this little tab here and a couple of zip ties that hold it on. So it makes it kind of breakaway because it's obviously a drift car, so this is gonna get smashed back here. Pull this. And then this, but I gotta do it without dying.
Hey, should I just record my phone for that or what?
Yeah, I guess. All right, we got S13 Tino here. He's taking off the carbon fiber like footrest thing, and we're gonna take off the tilt and floor mount pedals because we're gonna rebuild the master cylinders. It's just something we do every year. I take them out, clean underneath. Obviously there's a bunch of rubber and everything gets trapped underneath there, and we rebuild the master cylinders themselves, which is something that's really cool about the Tilton Masters, is that you can just purchase rebuild kits for them and rebuild them yourself pretty easily. I'll get to that, but this place is looking cleaner. Look at that, just straight up rust, dude. Gross. Got the fan shroud off. Radiator, kind of dirty for sure. I guess I should probably take these off too and really clean up underneath it. So I'll probably pull these and then pull a nitrous bottle and it'll be ready to wheel outside and get washed. So when you pull that out this time, don't lose my little lockers that you lost last time, dude. I found both of them underneath the seat. You said you lost one. You lied. You lost two. You did, huh? Both of them. Yeah, those little secret locker guys. Got the rear end all taken apart. It's crazy how this thing comes apart. Like, literally there's nothing on there now. Super easy to work on. And I was just casually taking these off and I thought like, oh god, these guys probably want to know about it. So these are shock potentiometers and I have them mounted on these little pins here. You can see this little quick release pin and a bolt with a hole drilled in it. And this attaches to my rear lower control arm. And actually as the suspension moves, this data logs through my AIM, like my digital dash, and I have these on all four corners of the car so we can see where the car is moving, how much up travel, how much down travel it has. So, you know, wanted to explain this to you guys, but you just pop this off, put the pin back in the jimmy, and come up here and see it says rear left suspension. Pop this off. It's a super nice quick disconnect, and then boom, she's off.
What?
Wait. What'd you say? What are you doing, boy?
Taking the hose out right now.
What about the lines? Did you disconnect the lines? Oh yeah, yeah. Give me that. Give me that. I needed that little tiny ECU nut there.
Unhook the lines now.
Look at all this. Straight, thick. So yeah, I got a little brush. Scrape, scrape, scrape. Gotta do it to like everything. Everything is coated in rubber. Scrape, scrape.
So you got this thing strapped down? No, not strapped.
Look at all of it. Jesus. Time to sweep, son. That's a lot. That's a big pile there. That's a lot of rubber. Jeez. Mini Falcons. But this thing is good to go. Bring it outside, wash it. I don't know if I'll wash it tonight since it's dark or tomorrow, but pretty happy, pretty satisfied. Clean, and then start putting it back together.